Hi everyone, this is Kathy, the CTO of DragonFi Securities. So today we will go through our web trading platform. I will give you guys a tutorial. In order for you to access the web trading platform, all you have to do is go to this trade link and click on it. Sometimes, especially if it's your first time, it will ask you to allow pop-ups. All you have to do is click on Allow Pop-up so that the browser will always allow you to open a new tab to see the trading platform. So here we are in the web trading platform of DragonFi. Our platform is the most advanced and feature-packed platform that is available to the Philippine stock market today. This does lead to a platform that can be a bit overwhelming or confusing when you first get started. What we will do here is to break down the platform to as simple as possible to help you get started. First things first, I will give you a lay of the land. We will start at the top. So here on the rightmost side, you will see this layout button. So when you click on this, you will see that there are public layouts and my layouts. Public layouts are the layouts that DragonFi already has created for you in order to get you started quickly. What we currently have right now that you can see is the default layout. All you have to do is click on load and load layout, and it will load our standard layout. That is what you are seeing right now. And then afterwards, if you want to tweak this layout, you can always do so and then save it as your own layout. Remember that whenever you make a change to your layout, you always have to save it. Okay, now on the left of this public layout button, you have these numbers which are related to your account. So you have your balance, your equity, your ATT or available to trade, and UPL, which is unrealized profit and loss. You can further click on this and see more information with regards to your account. Now here on the left side, we have our widgets list. We have the account widgets. Anything that's related to your accounts or your orders are here. We have your account widgets, your order widget, your positions, messages that are being sent by the platform, the list of trades, and your trading journal. Now here we have your market widgets. Here you can find charts, watch list, market depth, time and sales, news or disclosures from the Philippine Stock Exchange, alerts that you have set up for yourself, and broker stock info. We will go through each and every one of these widgets later on. And then finally, we have what you call a marquee. So when you click on this, the marquee shows all of the trades that are happening in the stock market right now. Most people refer to this as the ticker tape. You can view what is going on right now, what are being heavily traded at the moment. Let me just minimize this so it is not as distracting. Okay, how do you create your own layout? It is as simple as clicking on this plus button. So let's click on this, and then let me call this my workspace. And then from here, I can drag and drop any of the widgets that can be found on these two drop downs. So let's start with usually where everyone starts, which is a watch list. So I will click on this watch list, drag it here. I will choose, since I don't have a personal watch list yet, I will choose some public watch list. And then next, maybe I want to see market depth, and then also time and sales. And I want to see what's happening right now in terms of news. And finally, I want to see some messages that are being sent by the DragonFi platform. So I'll put it here. Now, what we need to do is to link all of these widgets together. So in order to link widgets, all you have to do is click on this chain icon, choose a color, can be red. Now I'm choosing red. Okay, so what this does is it links all of the widgets together. When I click on a symbol here in Watchlist, let's say AC, it will load all of the information with regards to AC. Now I can see the market depth of Ayala Corporation, the time and sales, and all of the disclosures of AC. When I click on AEV, then everything will change, right? You can also move the widgets, resize them to however you want. It really depends on how you trade and what is more important to you. You can make your watch list bigger, or you can make your market depth bigger. Okay, so I think now it is time to enter our first order. So the order widget is always at the bottom. This is something that is different from the other widgets. So just click on this show order entry and it will pop out from the bottom. You can see that there's a pin button here. If it's pinned, then it means that I can see it in all of the other layouts that I have. But if it's not pinned, it will auto hide when you switch to another layout. So let's try to buy a stock. Let's say I want to buy ASEN. All I have to do is type that, and it will automatically default to buy. And for the quantity, it will default to the lot size, which is what you can see here. So the lot size of ASEN is 100. And then you can see two order types, which is limit and stop limit. And then the price is automatically updated to the ask because you're buying. When you want to sell, it will show the best bid instead. This makes it easier for us to trade because all of the information is already pre-filled. All you have to do is modify them as necessary. So let's say I want to buy 500 instead. And then I want to increase the limit price to maybe 5.4. Now here, the duration, we have three options, which is day, GTC or good till canceled, and GTD, good till date. I will now click confirm and send. And here it will show me how much it will cost and what the commission and VAT and other fees will be. So you see here that we have an estimated BP effect or buying power effect. I click on send and the order is now filled. You can see it also in the messages widget. That's why it's always important to have your messages widget where you usually trade. Okay, so that is our very first order. So pretty easy, right? There are other ways that you can send your order, and we wanted to make it even easier. So how do we send orders from widgets? First of all, from the watch list, you can actually just click on the symbol and click the buy or sell buttons here. And it will match whatever the best ask and the best bid here. So here in Ali, I click on the buy button at 25.05. And you see here on the order widget, it will automatically fill all of this information. So I don't really need to type Ali anymore. I just click on the buy button. Now moving on to the market widget, you see here all of the ask prices are actually buttons. and also the bid prices. So let's say I want to buy at 25.25. All I have to do is click on this Ask button, and it will automatically update in the order widget. Now, if I click on the bid, what will happen? The limit price will be at 24.9, but the side will be sell because you're hitting the bid price. Okay, later on, we will show you more ways to send orders or create orders via other widgets. So for now, at least you can see how you can quickly enter orders from your watch list and from market depth. Okay, now I want to go through each and every widget that we have here. Okay, so first of all, in every widget, you can see that there is a menu here. So there is the auto resize button, and the auto resize button simply resizes all of the columns so you can see all of the numbers. There is also this menu button, which we call the hamburger button. You can click on this and you can find columns customization here. So columns customization allows you to reorder the different columns that you can see in the widget and also see what other available columns that you can find. So in the watch list widget, you can see that, let's say I want to see the limit down and limit up prices. These are the dynamic threshold prices. So all I did was to move them to the current columns side. I can also move them up and down depending on which columns I want to see first. Let's say open prices are more important for me, so I can move them up. I can also move up the volume here. Now all you have to do is click on apply. And then from here, you can now see that the open and the volume columns are now on the third and the fourth columns in this widget. You can also see that there is limit down and limit up prices already. So reminder, limit down and limit prices are your dynamic thresholds. Something that our clients are always interested at are the indicative opens and closes. So indicative opens are the projected opens and indicative closes are the projected closes. So here you can see that these are the projected opens of the stocks in the PSEI. Okay, now let's go to market depth. Market depth is pretty easy to understand. You have your list of bids here, list of ask prices here, and their sizes. You can also see cumulative size, and this is very helpful if you are trading large amounts. So for example, here I want to buy, let us say, Ali, ALI, and I want to buy 10,000 shares. But if I place my order at 25.05, definitely only at most 5,100 shares will be filled of my bigger order. So now what I can do is, I know I have to place it at 25.1. Now, there's the main market and also the odd lot market. If you want to see the market depth in the odd lot market, just click on this drop down and you will see the odd lot market. And you will see all of the accompanying bids and asks in the odd lot market book. Down here, we have time and sales. Time and sales is also very straightforward. So you see the price, the size, and the selling and the buying broker. If you want to see odd lot trades, just switch on that one. Okay, and then for disclosures from the PSE for the stock, You can see all of them here. Just simply click on the news and then read on the title, and then click on read the source, and it will redirect you to the PSE link. So you can read up on what's happening with that company. Okay, I want to go through the last two widgets that are related to the market before we go to the account-related widgets. One thing that a lot of people or a lot of our clients are also looking for is to know what are the trades for a particular broker and which brokers traded a particular stock. So you can find that here in Broker and Stock Info widget. Let's say I want to see all of the brokers that have bought a specific stock. So let's stick with Ali for now. From here, I can see the list of brokers that have bought this stock. I can sort it by all of the different metrics that we can find here. One can be buying value, right? And buying volume, selling value, selling volume, or net value and net volume. So it's as easy as that. I can also change the time range. So this is only for today, but I can click on last week, last month, all history that we have in DragonFi, or you can choose a specific date or date range here. Now, on the flip side, let's say I want to know all of the stocks that a particular broker has bought. So then you just type the broker's name, let's say BPI. Now you can see that there are two BPIs. One is a stock and one is a broker. Just click on the broker. Now here you can see what the BPI broker has bought on behalf of its clients. So here's the list of all of the symbols. And again, you can change your time range based on what you are interested in. So that is the broker and stock information. Finally, let us move on to charts. So here we have the chart of AC or Ayala Corporation. Let us go through each and every one of these options on the widget. First, something that's very simple to understand would be the time frame. Here we have different time frames that you can play around with. Or if you have a particular time frame in mind that is not already here, you can always add a time frame. Click on custom time frame, choose the interval and the date range that you're interested in, and save changes. Next, you have the different chart types. You have the candle, the bar, as well as the line chart. Now let's go back to candles. Third would be crosshairs. So you can have a crosshair like this, or you can choose no crosshair at all, or you may want to have a crosshair with a floating box. So if, let's say, you are doing your research, you want to see what's the open, high, low, close, and the volume for this stock, it's sometimes easier because your floating box is following the crosshair. You can also see all of the other studies that you have included in this chart here. Okay, one thing that I would like to also show you is how you can move between the different time range. So let's say here I chose 1 day and 2 years, but I only want to see it in like the last 6 months. Then all I have to do is down here at the bottom, I can move the slider. And then if I want to see it in 6 months intervals, then all I have to do is drag it slowly. Right? or I can see just the full 2 years if I want to. Okay, now let's go to all of these different drawing tools. So we have the trend line, which is something that people usually use. So all I have to do is click on that. I can change the color from here. Let's say I want to do purple, and then click on where I want to draw that trend line there, and click on it. Now, once I'm satisfied, I can always click on the trend line and hit delete. And there are other settings here that you can take a look at. You want to extend to the left, you want to extend the trend line to the right, you can do so. Now, let's explore another one. What if you want to add a note? Let's say, buy signal here, something like that. Then click enter, and that's your note. And you can move your note around. So when you go back to this chart, you can always find your note here, right? Okay. Third one would be maybe the Fibonacci. So let's say I want to draw a Fibonacci here. I can click up to here, and that's my Fibonacci. And as you can see, it extends to the right. You can always change where it extends to when you click on the settings. So click on the Fibonacci and then just choose settings here. Okay. Let me delete all of those for now. Now we can go to studies. So here on the left side are all of the available studies that we have. And on the right side will be the studies that I've already added. So you can see I added the SMA, or the smooth moving average, 20-day, 50-day, and 200-day. And I also added stochastics. And you can see that for each study, there are many different options that you can choose. You can change the colors, you can change the periods, whatever is fit for that study. So now this is my study, right? Okay, now I was mentioning earlier that you can actually also trade from the chart widget. So how do you do that? First, let me take out my floating crosshair so you can see it properly. You can do it as simply as clicking on this buy button or sell button if you already have a position, right? And the limit price would automatically be the best ask if you buy. However, you can also submit an order from the chart itself. Let's say you want to buy it here. You want to place an order at this price point. All you have to do is right click and click on buy. You can also close your position from the chart itself. So remember we bought ASEN earlier. Now I can click on this sell button, or here is your position, which is 500 shares at 5.31. All you have to do is click on the close, and that means close my position. It will automatically fill the right quantity, which is 500, and the limit price is, this price you can change to whatever you want. That is how you can close positions on the chart. Okay, one final thing about layouts. So a lot of our clients, a lot of traders are used to having multiple screens. And here we will show you how easy it is to drag and drop the DragonFi platform so you can see the platform on your different screens. All you have to do is right click, hit duplicate tab. So it will duplicate your whole platform. And all you have to do is drag it and drop it to your other screen. That's how easy it is to have multi-monitor support. Okay, now I want to move on to the account-related widgets. So first, let me just hide the order entry widget so that we can see all of the different account-related widgets that we have. So here, in our default layout, we have already laid it out how we would usually look at our account. On the left side, we have the account values, your unrealized profit and loss, how much is available to withdraw, and how much is available to trade. And on the right side, on the topmost, you have your positions. So these are all of the positions that I have. Note that the stock that we initially traded, which is 500 shares of ASEN, is here. Okay, so what can I do here in my positions widget? First is you can right click and create an alert. You can also buy or sell this stock. So let's say I want to sell this stock. It will pop out the order entry widget. And all you have to do is update the quantity and price. However, if you want to close your position, let's see, just click on this X button and it will automatically fill out the right quantity that you have. So see here, I have 500 shares. Now the quantity here is negative 500, which means sell 500 shares of ASEN. I can also create an alert by clicking on this. Now I want to create an alert. I want to be alerted within the system that maybe if ASEN's last trade, or you can choose bid or ask, is at or above, let's say 6 pesos, I can put it here. I can also create another condition if I want to. And I can choose whether I will be alerted if one of these conditions become true or if all of these conditions become true. So let me take that out. And then you can say you want to be notified by the platform message. Emails do not work for now, and that's something that we will have in the future. And I can also click on expiration. So maybe I only want to be alerted up to today or tomorrow. So you can feel free to input the date and time. And then here in the description, I can say, whatever I want the alert message to be. So buy ASEN now. And then I can go ahead and create that alert. When the price hits 6 pesos, you will see an alert message here on the messages, and also it will pop out here on the right side. You can view all of your alerts here on the alerts widget. So let me just put it maybe here on the left side. So here you can see the alert that I created earlier. So let me close that out. Okay, now let's go to the orders widget. So the orders widget are all of your orders, whether they're filled, working, they are canceled or replaced. So you can see the status of your order here. So let's put in another order. Maybe now we want to buy ICT. But I want to put a limit price away from the best ask. So I want to buy it at, let's say, 200. Click on confirm and send. Now I have sent it. And since the price is far from the ask, now we can see that the status is working. So it hasn't been filled yet, so your order is now in working status. And from here, what I can do is I can click on that and it will show me my order history. So the order history shows what has happened to your order step by step. So first I placed it, and then afterwards, now it's working. Okay, now I know it's working. I want it to be filled. And I saw that the price is at 202. What I can do is right click on modify. So that's your replace. I can change the quantity and I can also change the price. So now I just want to change it to limit 202.5. Oops, the limit price or increment is wrong, or the tick size. So it's telling me it has to be, I believe, 202.4. There. So I click on confirm and send, and then now I am sending it. So what happened there? Next, it went on replacing status. Then it was replaced. When it's on a replaced status, it means that PSE has already accepted your order modification. And then, because it is above the ask price, I am now filled. So here you can really see the life of the order and everything that has happened step by step. So when you're not sure what's happening with your order, or you want to investigate something, you can always look at the order history. And again, as with all widgets, we have different columns here that you can add. So maybe one thing that's very important, obviously, is average price, your average cost. So since these are filled, I can now see my average price. You can do that with all of the other widgets. Just explore the columns customization and look at the available fields that are out there. Okay. Third, I would want to see trades widget, which is not here. So let me just, maybe I'll take out my positions first and I'll put in the trades widget. Okay, here. Trades widget, as opposed to orders widget, only shows us filled orders or your executions. So here you can see the two things that I bought today, which is ICT and ASIN, the trade price and the cost and the commissions, right? So always be aware that there's this time range link here, and you can always change the time range to today, to last week, to last month. So sometimes clients will say, I cannot see my orders or I cannot see my trades. Please make sure that you are in the right time range. Okay. Now let's move on to Trading Journal. So Trading Journal just shows you all of the trades that you have made. And if you have sold your stock, it will also show your realized P&L. So here in tags, you can either tag it. Maybe I bought it on impulse, or I bought it because of a news. Then I can also put a trading note. Let's say I made a mistake here. And then click on Control Enter, and that's your note. So a trading journal allows you to enter notes to document what has happened to your trade. So whenever you go back, let's say 1 year's time, I want to remember why I bought this stock, you can always put your trading notes here. So let's have an example wherein I want to close my position for, let's say, ICT. Let me bring in my positions widget again here, and then let me close this by clicking on the X button, right? I don't want to sell all 2,000. Maybe I will just sell 10 shares. And then click on Confirm and Send. Right. Okay. Now that I have sold 10 shares of ICT, you can see here that the trades have been updated, that I sold 10 shares. And you can also see in my orders history that I sold 10 shares of ICT. Now you can see, let's move on to the rightmost side, that I have a realized P&L here. So it calculates what your realized P&L is based on how much you sold it for. And here on the trading journal, you can also see it. Okay, I think that is all for all of the account widgets. We have covered all of the account widgets. And I think now you have a better view of how each and every widgets work and how you can all link them together. Don't forget that you can mix and match. You can link the market widgets to account widgets. You can put them together. So I'll show you some of the layouts that we have made. We have the essential, which shows your positions, your orders, and some market data. We have the tech trader here for those who want to look at multiple stocks and charts. Remember that you can also look at the same stock. Let's say I want to see Ali, but in different time frames. I also have the chart surfer here, wherein maybe I just want to start charting my stocks. I want to see what's happening, right? So this is your chart surfer. There are many, many more layouts that you can create. Once you create your layouts and you make a change, please make sure to always save them. So here, remember, I made some changes to this account layout. So what I will do is I will save this layout now. And then click on save. So you can see I have this layout. I can always load it. Or let's say I added something here. Maybe now I will take out messages here. I need to resave this. So save layout as, and just click on your existing layout and click on save and replace. That is how easy it is to save your layout. So this is the end of our web walkthrough. I hope that it has given you an idea on how to navigate our platform. Remember that you can make it as easy and simple or as advanced as you want. It really depends on how you want to trade. You can just have one layout where you only show the watch list. That is fine. Or you can have a layout where you can have many different widgets. It really depends on how you trade and customize it based on what you like. So please let us know how you find our platform. Feel free to share with us all of the layouts that you have created that you find useful, and maybe we will add them into the public layouts. Thank you and see you soon.